So today I'm going to be showing you my version of an Indian wedding guest makeup. If I was going to an Indian wedding, this is kind of the glam that I would wear. And today's video is so special because it is sponsored by MAC Cosmetics. Oh my gosh, I just want to take that in. I have been so emotional about this collaboration. It's not even funny. I did used to work at MAC about 10 years ago, not about 10 years ago, exactly 10 years ago, which is so crazy because it's been that long. But I learned everything that I know about beauty from working at MAC. MAC allowed me to freelance after I stopped working there, as well as build this entire YouTube channel. If you guys go back to my old videos, I only used to use MAC because I had so much makeup from my time at working there. And it's actually so cool what we're doing in this video because I am going to be testing out and trying out the new LoveMe lipsticks. These are incredible. Stay tuned. I'll talk all about them. But we're gonna be trying these out together. There is a feature where it allows you to try them on as I try them on, which is like so amazingly cool. And when I heard about this, I was like, wait, that's not real. And then I tried it out and I was like so shocked because it works. It's so cool. So like I said, as I try out the LoveMe lipsticks, you guys are going to try them out with me. That's gonna be towards the end of the video. At its core, MAC is all about inclusivity for everyone, no matter what your background is, no matter what your age is, no matter what your gender is, MAC loves you and celebrates you. And I remember learning that from my time working at the counter. So again, this is a very important, special partnership for me, and I'm so excited to share these fabulous new LoveMe lipsticks, as well as a lot of my OG favorite products that I love from MAC. So I'm gonna stop talking right here and finally jump into the actual video. Okay, so we are gonna be doing the face first as usual. I always like to do the face first. And as you guys can see, I'm kind of working out right here. We're gonna see if I can cover it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go in with the MAC Studio Fix Fluid. This is SPF 15 and this is in the shade NC42. This is my ride or die foundation. Like, I have to just say, the color match is perfection. Right now, I'm a little bit tan, so I might look a little bit lighter, but trust me when I say I'm a true NC42. Normally with my normal skin, it matches with me perfectly, and I'll probably go in with like a powder or something on top to make it match even more today because, like I said, I do have a tan. And I'm just gonna take the product first on the back of my hand, and the way that I like to apply it is I'll go in and just dot this all over my face with my fingers, and then we will blend it out. I remember when I used to freelance, I would only just stock up on my MAC foundations for all my clients. No matter what their skin tone was, MAC had something for everyone, which, I mean, that's like their whole slogan behind the brand. All races, all ages, and I think now it's all genders, which is so cool. Now for concealer, I actually think I'm gonna use a combination of these two. So the first is the Studio Fix 24 Hours Smooth Wear Concealer, and this is actually in the shade NC43. If you are looking for like a really nice brightening long wear concealer that is like medium coverage, I think you're gonna love this. And for my skin tone, the shade NC43 is so nice, and it like brightens up my entire face so beautifully. And this also blends out really nicely as well. So I'm just applying that directly underneath the eyes, and then I'm gonna go ahead and just blend this out with my beauty sponge. Now this is totally optional, but I feel like I really wanna share this. I'm also gonna go ahead and take MAC's Bright Forecast and just like brighten up my face a little bit more. So I'm gonna show you guys this. Initially, this looks so much lighter than my actual skin tone, I know. But you guys will see, even as I like leave it on my face, it actually kind of like blends in better with my skin tone. It's such a cool product, works beautifully to give you like that extra brightness. Just quickly blending out on my forehead and on the bridge of my nose. Now I'm using the Studio Fix powder in NC42. This is a pretty full coverage powder, so you can use it on its own. For me, I always prefer a liquid foundation first, but I know so many people that just use this. Again, such an iconic powder product from MAC. And I'm just using this and dusting this very lightly all over my face to set and lock everything in place so that it does not move throughout the day. Okay, now moving on to one of my other favorite products from MAC, and this is a brand new one of the Give Me Sun bronzer. I know this actually looks like the exact color of my skin tone, but it's not. It is a little bit darker. But I have to show you guys the original that I've had for years. Again, this is another product that I've used multiples of, and they switched the packaging. This is my original one. Love this bronzer so much because it is warm, but it's not too warm. I'm just gonna go ahead and start to apply this on the side of my face. It is just such a nice bronzer for my skin tone. I'm obsessed, and I used to use this all the time. Now for blushes, I've talked about this in the past, and this was like my go-to blush at the makeup counter. Whenever I would see a brown girl like me walk in and she was like, I just want an everyday blush that will work with any sort of makeup, I would always recommend this one. And it is Sunbasque from MAC. And you guys will see the color is just like so beautiful because again, it just adds like a beautiful warmth to the skin, but it's not too intense or too much. So you can totally wear this to any occasion and not feel like you're doing too much with your blush. You know what I mean? It is so subtle, very brown girl friendly, and I love it for my skin tone. So I'm just applying that on the apples of my cheeks. And it does add a very subtle sheen to the skin as well. But of course, this is going to be like a wedding. I do want to also go ahead and apply a highlight. Now for highlight, I am using this beauty right here. This is the Extra Dimension Skin Finish in Oh Darling. And again, if you guys are close to my skin tone and you just want to pick up one shade, this is it. Actually, I do think that this is a shade that's going to work with a lot of different skin tones, because it's that perfect gold champagne shade that is just so flattering on so many different skin tones. The formula is just like very creamy almost, even though this is a powder, it's beautiful. So I'm just applying this on the sides of my face and also bringing it up by my brows, even though we are gonna be doing eyeshadow in just 1 second to highlight this entire area. Okay, now for setting spray, and this product definitely was the introduction for me in terms of like the whole setting sprays world, and I used to use this all the time, and then I stopped using it, and then I started using it again recently, and in fact, I actually just finished a bottle not too long ago, but of course I have a brand new one, and this is MAC's Fix Plus. Everyone loves this, and for a good reason, because it really just sets your makeup so beautifully. It doesn't feel like heavy on the skin, oily on the skin, doesn't leave like a weird residue at all. The spray is really nice. Just a really good setting spray that's not going to mess up your makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and just spray this all over my face and let my makeup just set for a few minutes. I already started on my brows, and of course I wasn't recording, but I am going in with MAC Eyebrow Styler in the shade Lingering. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use this to quickly fill in my brows. And I have to tell you guys that for me, when I used to work at MAC, I used to go all out with my makeup. I would do like really fun eyeshadows and like bold lips, and of course like go all out with my base makeup, but I would never fill in my brows. I don't know why it took me so long to like understand and start using brow products even at MAC, but I like never used to fill it in, or if I did, it would be like filled in very lightly. But it was this pencil right here that I would use all the time. This one, and also, I think it was Spiked, which is a lot darker, but that works really well also. I just applied this in the areas I felt like I needed it, taking the spoolie on the back and just like blending it out like so. Okay, I zoomed you guys in a little bit so you guys can see up close and personal everything I'm doing in detail. But the next product is definitely one of my most used eyeshadow primers, except that I used to use it in the shade Painterly. I'll show you guys what it is, but this is the MAC Paint Pot. I have the shade Groundwork right here, which is actually a much better match for my skin tone, because as you guys can see, it matches my eyelids perfectly and my skin tone in general perfectly. So it just like kind of like creates like a really nice even canvas on my eyelids. So definitely recommend this shade if you guys are close to my skin tone and you are looking for something that's just going to even out your eyes. Now it is time to work on the eyes. And I do have this palette right here. This is called the MAC Art Library palette. And look at these tones. You guys already know, so my vibe. They also have a few other like color selections and color palettes. This is a really bright one right here. We might use a shade from here, but I definitely think I want to stick to more neutral, warm tones. You guys know I love these tones. I think I'm gonna go in with probably this shade right here first and apply this all over my crease as my transition shade, because this is going to help create that gradient effect that we all love, and just going to help all your eyeshadows blend into one another so nicely. And now we are going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and apply this in the outer V of my eye like so. And I'm also just gonna take a little bit more product and bring it in like this. And you're just like blending it out very, very gently to help create like a beautiful smoky eye. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go in with this shade right here, which is like a really nice, like reflective shade. Not reflective, but like more of like a satin finish. And I'm gonna go ahead and just pop this in the inner corner, the center of my eyelid. This tone right here works beautifully with Indian jewelry, Indian outfits. It complements it so nicely. So you can never really go wrong with this tone right here. So that's why I'm gonna use it in today's video as well. Just pop this in the center. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break from the eyeshadow and move on to the eyeliner. We will come back. I do feel like I wanna smoke this out a little bit more, but right now I'm gonna move on to the eyeliner, and I'm using one of my favorites for the longest time. And if you're looking for a long-lasting, pigmented, creamy eyeliner that will not budge throughout the day, that is also in a retractable pencil, so really easy to use, I cannot recommend this one enough. This is MAC's Technical Liner in Graph Black. If you're an OG follower, you know that I used to use this all the time. And although I don't really use like black liners in my waterline anymore, because I definitely prefer like a dark brown, but I wanted to just bring this back in today's video because this was like one of my favorite products ever from MAC. So if you remember this and remember me using this back in the day, please leave me a comment below, because that just tells me you are such an OG follower. But I used MAC's Black Track Fluid Line today. This is a little eyeliner in a pot. It is a gel liner. I used to use this all the time. I haven't used this in such a long time. But of course, for today's video, I had to bring it back, and I did create like a pretty dramatic cat eye with this. Now I'm quickly just going in and taking this dark brown matte shade and quickly just like smudging out this eyeliner. Okay, I think we're gonna go back to the eyeshadow before I do anything with the lashes. And I think I'm gonna go in with, let's go in with a combination of these two shades right here. So this light brown as well as the dark brown. And we're gonna create like our own shade. And then you kind of wanna look up and smudge out underneath the waterline. Moving on to the lashes. And for my lashes today, I'm using the False Lashes Waterproof Mascara first. And then I'm gonna go ahead and apply the 76 lashes to complete the eye. Okay, so lashes are done, and actually all of the eye makeup, face makeup is all done. I'm just gonna go ahead and quickly do my hair off camera as well as change into my Indian outfit. And then we are going to try out the Love lipsticks together. I love these so much, and I know for a fact that you guys are going to love them as well. And I just think it's so cool that we can try these out together. Like as I'm putting them on, you can also try them out. Oh my gosh, so excited. Be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I did my hair really quick as well as put on some jewelry and my outfit. This is the same outfit that I wore in my DIY Indian outfits video. If you haven't seen that, I will link it below. Part 2 coming very soon. Stay tuned. But anyway, now let's finally talk about the Love Me lipsticks. And I'm so excited to tell you guys about the Love Me collection, which is all about loving yourself, respecting yourself, and the shades in this collection are stunning. I do quickly want to talk about the outer packaging because I think it's so stunning. It still has the shape of the iconic MAC lipstick bullets, but they come in 3 different outer packaging shades. We've got the purple, which represents all the purpley, plummy shades. We've got red, which represents all the pinky red shades. And then we've got the nude pink, which represents all the pinky nudie shades. And there's a total of 24 shades. So there is something for everyone in this collection, I promise. And I love the formula of these lipsticks because they're so nourishing and moisturizing on the lips. And I do find that the moisture lasts all day long because there are some really cool ingredients like argan oil as well as lychee fruit extract that's just going to give your lipstick that supple look and feel and keep that moisture all day long. Now, one more thing before we try these on, I do have to say, to properly ensure that the try-on feature works, you have to do a couple of different things. The first is it's going to work only on your phone, so go ahead and download the latest YouTube app. The second thing you want to remember is to hold your phone vertically like this, not horizontally. And then the third thing is to just go ahead and turn on the try it on feature, which is right like on the bottom right here. Just go ahead and press that blue button and you should be all good to try these out with me. Okay, so the first shade I'm gonna try out is Blase, I think that's how you say it. And this is a really nice nudie pink. Okay, so here is Blase. I'm totally probably mispronouncing that, but this is such a pretty nudie pink for my skin tone. I would honestly wear this with a lip liner because I do like my lips to be a little bit more defined with nudes. Okay, next up we're gonna try out Give Me Fever, which is a beautiful red shade. I think it's so wild when one lipstick color can totally change up your entire look. I feel like we just went from like more subtle to like boom, sexy so quickly with this lipstick. But if you're looking for a red lipstick that is very wearable, because I know red is intimidating, this is a great option. Next up we have My Little Secret, which is a beautiful hot pink lipstick, and I find this shade to be so flattering on my skin tone. And yes, this is pretty bright, but it is so stunning. And I feel like especially right now with my tan skin, it just complements me even more. So you're gonna see me wear this a lot more in the future because this is just such a beautiful like pop of color shade. Fourth lipstick is Moncure. I think that's how you say it. I totally think you can wear this to the office and not feel like you're doing too much because it's a more subtle, more toned down, purplish, plummy, pinky shade that is just beautiful. Okay, so I'm gonna keep on this lipstick for the rest of the video and for the introduction and everything because I find this lipstick to complement my makeup and my outfit and my jewelry, my hair, my skin tone, everything so beautifully. And this one is You're So Vain. I hope you guys are loving this lipstick as much as I am right now. It's just like one of those perfect pinky shades that I think will work for so many different skin tones. So love this one as well. All right, so that completes our lipstick try on, the Love Me lipstick try on from MAC, as well as this entire tutorial. Actually, before I go, I do want to quickly spray the MAC Turquoise perfume, which I just got. They changed the packaging of this. When I used to work at MAC, it was in like, this part was blue and then I think this was all black. But this takes me back to MAC so much, it's not even funny. I used to spray this all day at the counter whenever like I felt like I needed a refresher, and just like smelling it right now is taking me back to my MAC days so much. So huge shout out to Turquoise. I love that perfume. And now with all that being said, we are at the end of the video and I'm so beyond grateful to MAC for sponsoring this video once again. This partnership means so much to me and it's just so special because I wanted it for so long. And as I mentioned in the introduction, MAC has such a special place in my heart because without MAC, like none of this would exist in my life. So love you so much, MAC, and love these lipsticks as well as all the other products that I shared in today's video. I will be linking everything in the description box as always. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.